Hi, hello, and welcome to the Galactic Counselorship Report brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess of Blosi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for Taurus, North Node, or Rising. Start with your rising sign. If you do not know your rising, move on to your North Node. Everything else becomes less accurate because it's designed to support the rising sign. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I was sent to deliberate the findings for, as I said, Taurus energy. Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If you're new, welcome. You belong, so welcome home. Today we'll be using This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rotman. It's published by Liminal 11. And I want to say a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine, unconditional love and universal oneness. Anapanapana, we love you, Rasai. Please forgive us. Thank you. We ask that our steps be ordered, our path be illuminated, and that we find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May we be well, may we be happy, may we be whole, may we be at peace, may we receive everything we ever wanted, starting with what we deserve. Now, I have some cards already. Let's get in and fit in here and see what we got going on. For Taurus rising, the sun is moving through the sign of Virgo, which would be a fifth house event. We have the moon, star, world, and the Knight of Cups. That's the core crystalline central energy of this entire spread. We will bring on additional cards, but those will be to clarify and modify these meanings that we have here right now. So we have the moon, star, world, Knight of Cups, moon, star, world, Nine of Cups. So the moon and the Knight of Cups could talk about a Pisces rising, Mars in Pisces, Mars in the 12th house. And then the world card with the star card could mean worldwide fame. It seems like we're going to be seen for authentic self right now because there's the night world was going on, whatever goes bump in the night or the astral worlds. But pretty soon, something's going to be protected and it's going to come forth. Now we have the sun, so that's the mystery revealed or melodrama. The tower with the sun and the moon is the mystery revealed or melodrama. Tower, Eight of Cups with the Emperor. So the Emperor and the Tower have been coming out in all the spreads today. But it's confirmed that we have a Mars in Pisces here. Mars is the tower, then we have Pisces, the moon, and then we have the Nine of Cups, which is Mars in Pisces. Okay. Mars in a water sign. We have Mars and Pisces here. When the sun and the moon come out together, it means a mystery is being revealed or some type of melodrama. Right? And the fifth house is our drive, desires, passions, motivations. It's where we go to play. It's the love we give ourselves and others. It talks about all our generative and explorative energy, including speculative. It's also where we start one-on-one relationships before they become very serious. It's all of our pursuits that we need to get out of us into the world or onto the page so that it doesn't drive us restless. It's the beginning seeds of what we use to find contentment and fulfillment in this life. Now, I'm hearing this song, it's by Revolution. Sometimes, you just gotta let things go. Right or wrong, I'm moving on. This one is to show that. Okay, on this, the song's coming through. It's been a different song for every single. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so the name of the song is called Honeypot. I don't know the name of the album, but the band is called Revolution, like kind of like revolution, but it starts with rebel, Rebel. If you haven't met the Temple Kitty, this is Priestess Chandi. So here's the deal. We have some things here. I got to talk to you about it. Something here is been going on underneath the surface. Let's get a few more energies out here too, but there's a battle here to knock us over, knock us down, knock us off of something. Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Six of Swords, Hangman, Wheel, Empress, Queen of Pentacles. Something was in some type of counterfeit throne, dark principality that was really well hidden amongst the light. And our presence coming in, since we're the real Jill, the authentic, genuine article, it's easy for them to be discovered. And it might not be a person. It might be that we're going to highlight something that's going on that shouldn't be there, or that we're tolerating something that we should really stand up against or call out. Something is going to fall because of our presence. Now, we also have the Emperor and the Empress, so we can be dealing with some type of sacred union here. We're going to be using the Top of Love Oracle by Vibe About It Tarot. She's over on Etsy. Excuse me. Okay, free will. Somebody doesn't want to, I'm getting somebody doesn't want to go in alignment with whatever something is, however it goes. They want to kind of be defined or do their own thing, or they don't want to be told what to do. Don't want to be obedient to the divine. Because there's divine masculine, and we had runner as well, but there's also power couple here. It's in reverse, which means it's delayed, it's innate, it's inert, or I never understood what people meant when they used the term power couple. However, since meeting you, I realized how much positive change we can create together. But there's outer turmoil. So what I'm getting is that we were supposed to join forces with something, someone, but they were in their ego doing their thing. They were unbalanced. It's in reverse, but there's also a narrative when it's in reverse balance. I'm trying to balance the scales of my life and our connection. I took from you more than you were able to give, and I used you for my own benefit. I now understand this was unhealthy and fair and unfair to you. I'm sorry. What I'm really getting is that regardless if there was love on the brain or the table or whatever, or what have you, we were supposed to join forces with somebody to do something. And we were supposed to work together. But us being new or coming around brought somebody's ego to the surface. Because we have the Tower with the Wheel of Fortune. So that's luck and unluck, fortune and misfortune. We have the Hangman and the Wheel, which means something is in God's hand. There's God's plan here. But also that some type of destiny is delayed because there is some kind of passive aggressive energy here. The Tower and the Hangman is passive aggressive, and then the Moon with the Hangman talks about some type of loophole. The Hangman with the Emperor is something is ruling behind the scenes. It might be dealing through like a straw man or something like that. I gotta pause up here right back. So let's read this down. So the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles together typically talks about somebody that there's a goddess called Budevi. She's very fertile, and it doesn't always mean like fertility. It means things come to grow, ideas or whatever she puts her energy into. She might have like the Midas touch or whatever. It's golden goose energy. Okay. And then we have the Emperor here with the moon, which tells me something's going on behind the scenes. There's some type of under like a, like ruling the nightlife or all the types of professions that go on at the night time. It could be a nightclub owner, it could be a pimp, any of those things. Because there's something here going on behind our back and over our head, out of our hands. That's what you get with the Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles as well. So all of this combined tells me that something tried to buddy up to us or do some type of counterfeit spiritual union to usurp not just our spot, our throne, but to like swap destinies or, siphon from us in some kind of way. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Magician. Somebody may have their sun in Aries. Yeah, Five of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So again, we have the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. That's another sign of a union. Same with the Emperor, Empress. We were supposed, when we came onto the scene, we had a lot already, but it wouldn't have looked like it. It would have looked like we were just starting out Knight of Pentacles. But the Knight of Pentacles is the late arriver, because they got delayed with obstacles along the journey. And so what happens is they come in dressed tattered, but they've already built up a lot inside. It's just barely begun to show on the outside. But we also have the Queen of Pentacles here, which means that not only are we initiated into something, but we're adept and it's some type of practical skill. And that skill would be the Ten of Pentacles. It's making a foundation, some type of legacy building, whether it's an estate, a family. It could be a lineage here with the Ten of Cups. It could be a corporation. It's most likely love related. Somebody definitely has their Mars and Pisces for sure, for sure. We have all the confirmations: the Tower, the Moon, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So that's all, literally Mars and Pisces confirmed twice. So you have unhealed, unawakened, Libra, Pisces, triggered, self-love. So it's the other side. They're into image or some kind of prestige. They're into some kind of physical manifestation of how things should be. But there's a lot going on underneath the surface, and they're in some type of ego space. Excuse me, going through some type of karmic lesson. Five of Wands and the Moon, that's ego space. See, they're fragmented in some kind of way. I'm working on my self-worth for a long time. I did myself as someone who didn't deserve love or happiness. I wasn't always angry with my life and pushed I was always angry with my life and pushed others away, especially love, because I thought I didn't deserve it. Now this is in reverse, which means it could be inverted, it could be projected. So they might feel that we're not worthy, is what I'm getting. Even though we have a lot of self-worth and value. It just kind of showed up late or after the fact. And I'm getting that Mike Brown effect where they're going to notice our value once we're no longer accessible. Could be a false flame here. The only thing that could invert it would be this Five of Wands, which means karmic. There's something here kind of criminal, actually, with the Five of Wands and the Emperor and this Knight of Cups with this Moon. That combination together is one of like a criminal enterprise. I'm not getting a racket. We don't have the lovers. It's a coordinator. It might be like a family business, but it's not on the level where it's racketeering, which we know what is, mafioso. It's not that level yet. But there's a racket here of some kind, and it doesn't need to be a criminal enterprise. It's some type of shared stupidity or karmic linking to something that happened in the previous time where we both were collaborators or participants in something that got, because when the moon is present, something got brought from a previous lifetime into this lifetime, especially if we have the Knight of Cups. Because our job is to wake them up, activate them in some kind of way. And it's talking here about love here, but the first thing I saw was this why there's regret. I think I made a mistake. I should have never let you go. I should have stayed and fought for our connection, but I was too weak and fearful. Now I'm out here mourning over the loss of you. They weren't future focused, or the future focus that they were. Because what I'm getting is the thing that they wanted came across their path. They didn't see it, and we were the thing they wanted. And so they gave something else priority, and we just kept on walking by. We kept moving along because we go where the love is, and we had self love, and this person wasn't nurturing our energy. Now, I don't have a two of cups. I don't have a four of wands. I don't have a temperance card or a lover's card, but I do have a 10 of pentacles and 10 of cups. That's love. I do have an emperor and empress. That could be rulers of a nation or love. So this person has a complex occupation or funny money, or they have some type of conditioning or programming from a past life or from early childhood, like developmental years. That's bleeding into their current whatever, what have you, because they're on the out. So they're coming up short. Five of Wands is somebody that's petty, common, ordinary, basic. They're having karmic lesson. They're going through a successive series of losses. They're not coming through, pulling through. They're not on the level. It's probably, maybe, most likely not. It says here, maybe leaning towards yes, but I'm getting that at this point, the lesson is to understand that it was catalytic, that we both reminded each other of what we were looking for, and that we're going to take those lessons into a future, into a bigger, brighter, and better relationship in the future. And that right now, one person's not ready to make this serious, and we've got to prioritize ourselves. Somebody here is materialistic. They thought we were poor or peasant or unworthy, and it wasn't that they didn't like us, they didn't want us, they didn't know how to justify investing in a future with us. Something could also be going down because of the money. So they could be doing something complex or going into a venture that's unwise. They could have a complex occupation funding money. Let's see if I can. What is this double 10, please? Let's clarify this double 10. Culminations and completions. Yeah, King of Swords and Three of Pentacles. They needed to clarity on how to work with us, but they have too much self-interest. Five of Swords. That's the thing that's going to come back to bite them. Because right now they're on some hustle, on some grind, but they don't know that it's go time right now. Eight of Wands. And there might have also been some type of magical interference. I'll be honest. Double eight of spell work. Could we have the Four of Wands? We could have been a thing, but it was a loss. Five of Cups. It was a loss. It's something to be mourned. They didn't see as worthy, but they misjudged, mislabeled, misperceived in some kind of way. That's what I'm getting. That's the truth, actually. That's the truth. So they fumbled. Five of Swords with the Ace of Swords. They fumbled. They could have worked it out and been a little bit above board. They were underhanded in some kind of way, or short-sighted. Five of Swords. Do we have anything else? Yeah, we have a double knight here. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. So there's a conflict. There's something that we want to work out, Five of Wands, but there's not enough here to work with. And it's a conflict. And so this destiny is going to be canceled out and we're going to be given a new one. Or we have to come back and attend to the situation. I don't know if I got played dirty or mislabeled, misjudged, misperceived. It's not about clarifying for the person. If you didn't see me or value me or honor me when you had access to me and I moved on, move forward, I'm not going to circle the block, split the block, come back around for you to figure it out a second time. You can catch up or you can stay gone. That's just how I see it. Of course, you do you. Different structure, different folks, same energy though. Five of Pentacles. So all the fives have come out. Five of Swords, Five of Wands, Five of Cups, and now Five of Pentacles. But they've come out in the clarifications. The only five that we have on the board is Five of Wands, which means a karmic lesson. So, and it's not on our side. On our side, we have the Six of Swords. So we're getting the green light to go back, but we need to come from a hard, open place. We were getting adept at something. We were working through something, but we become a master of something. I'm getting a narrative, and I can't even say it out loud. Our worth is so much more than they thought. There were things about us that they didn't perceive, but they were being very surface level. This is it seems like a very specific story, but there's different ways to add it to everything because they might not have been doing some type of racket or nefarious or nighttime business, funding money, complex occupation, but they might have been overstressed, overworked, chasing in that dollar. But the dollar wasn't about the money, cash, dollar bills. It was about how they looked either to family or to friends, or they might have been trying to become some storytelling example with following. They might have been trying to level up, handle up. They might have been trying to join some type of club, marry into some type of family or whatever. There was a mirage, an illusion, a delusion. Something was hidden agenda, ulterior motives, or hidden enemies. And that mystery got revealed. And this happened already in the past. Mystery got revealed, Sun and the Moon, mystery revealed, or melodrama. So it's been an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to serve. Thank you for allowing me to do so. We already said the prayer. Take good care of yourself. Blessed Virgo season. Again, this was the fifth house, so it's the love we give ourselves and others. It would talk about some type of, budding relationship that didn't come through, pull through. They didn't come hard, come harder. The sun and the moon came right back out. That's a confirmation to me. So I might have to do an oracle report to see what's going on here. I'll do that, but I need to take a break. Take good care of yourself, honey. I'll see you soon. I love you. Bye-bye.